Ladies and gentlemen, Healthy Criticism here. Today we're taking a look at Vampire Crawlers, the turbo wildcard from Vampire Survivors. This was unexpectedly released by Console, and it is a roguelite, deck builder, dungeon crawler, card battler, strategy game, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's a lot of tags that you can apply to this game, and they are all appropriate, but the best way I would describe it is a deck building dungeon crawler, and it's pretty fun. All your favorite characters have returned from Vampire Survivors, and all your favorite stages too. I mean, for the most part, not all of it, but there's a lot of shit that they just grab from one game and they just put it in this entire different genre of a game, but with the same so-called skin, I would say. So before we take a look at the gameplay, we're going to look at the settings as usual. We got some gameplay options for instant movement, invert pan, rotate map with player, power savings mode, auto and turn, 3D card view, card reorder delay, and language for the gameplay menu. Now, the one thing I don't like about this game is here, it's on the motion blur. So no matter what I do to disable it nowadays, it just keeps being enabled and it's a little disturbing. So that's why I have, okay, confirm. That's why I have instant movement on, so I don't have to deal with the motion blur. But whether or not I enable it or disable it, it doesn't affect the gameplay, unfortunately. So we got Bloom VSync, we got display mode, refresh rate, and resolution. We're gonna put this at 165 because that's the monitor resolution. It's a little smoother now. We got sound and music for master volume, music volume, sound effects volume, dialogue volume, and speaker volume, which is speaker mode, sorry. We got accessibility for reduced input holds, screen shake, I have it disabled, enemy shake, reduced flashing. That's very similar to Vampire Survivors, if you remember that. Grid view, toggle, tooltips, and dungeon UI layout is layout 1, layout 2, layout, I just have a layout 1, doesn't matter to me. I do not have changed unsaved changes, and then we have some input changes that you can make. I haven't really done anything with that because I haven't needed to. And then the input for the controller. So that's about it. We're gonna hit continue here, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the main menu for a second. You got the shop, you got the town hall, you got the settings, you got the inn, you got the fortune teller, world map, blacksmith, museum. And I'm not gonna go into too many of those things because some of it is spoilers. Some of you just have to kind of play the game and discover it for yourself. But essentially on the shop here, this is where you unlock your power-ups as you would in the Vampire Survivors game. So this one is a really useful one, so I can increase my health. I'm gonna do that, and then we're just gonna, let's see, what do I want to do? I want to get some more experience, and then I want to get, I don't have any more gold, I think, for much. Let's do some rerolls, because why not? And that is our gold, and we can refund the power-ups and kind of do our own thing. The town hall is where you see all your unlocks, which is really nice. You can hide the completed ones, and then you can kind of see play lightning ring cards 100 times to unlock Porta, and Pieragi is unite, eat the sparrow, and Fiera del Tufello is probably how you say it. Some of the things you can just kind of see how do you unlock it. I haven't unlocked every single thing, but it is here for your pleasure to unlock as you wish. I need to unlock this one so I can evolve the onion. And let's see here, we're gonna go into the inn so we can choose our guys. And let's see, where's the onion dude? He is what did he say I have to beat the thing with? Let's take a look again. We're gonna go to the museum. No, not the museum. That's the artifacts. We're gonna go to the town hall. Gennaro Belpace is that's the priest, right? So I'm gonna go back into the inn, and then where is he? Where is he? No, it's not who I thought it was. This one. Okay. So we're gonna remove these guys. So you can have up to 3 crawlers. I'm gonna explain what the they're called crawlers here. So I'm gonna select this guy. I'm gonna select you so we can get some revives, and then we're gonna go back to Did I have this one? Yeah, we're gonna go back to the dog so we can add. No, I don't think I had the dog. Who do I have? 3 and 1. I think I had the ghost, or yeah, I think I had the ghost. I don't even remember anymore. So we're just gonna put the ghost there so we can add more amount. And yeah, I haven't unlocked everybody, unfortunately, as you can see, and I haven't really bought everybody either. But my goal was to beat the game with every single one of them, and I think you have to do that in order to unlock everything anyway. So we're gonna do that, and let's go back. The reason why I can have 3 is because I've bought the upgrade, but as you start the game, you can only have 1. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on the rest of the stuff. We're just going to go back. We're just going to go into selecting a map, and as you can see, I have beaten everything. And I'm going to go to the... Let's go to the milk factory. Let's see what that looks like. So the crawlers are a special... What the fuck is this? Oh shit. There's an auto beat. There's an auto beat the map that I was not aware of. That is hilarious. That is quite hilarious. So as you can see, when you gain a level, you get to choose a weapon, and I'm gonna choose that, I guess. Let's get the crown. Okay, so I beat the first level, which is really nice. I hope that doesn't happen on the next one. Let's evolve this one. Yeah, this is an OP weapon, especially as you increase your number of projectiles. Let's unlock this. Doesn't really count. I don't want to show you what the game is right now, because I didn't know I was gonna just auto beat the level by pressing that button, because since I beat the game, I haven't gone back to it. Let's see what we got. These are gems that you can slot into your weapons, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna slot it into... The idea is you want to kind of slot it on something you're gonna be using a lot, because the more you use it, the more that gem adds your bonus to the fight. So let's go down. There's no button, which is really good. And we're gonna go here. We're gonna ignore that. As you can see on the bottom map here, this is the mini map, right? This is kind of show you where you're at. Q and E rotate you, and then the WASD buttons will make you move, which is pretty standard. So we're gonna go here, and this is the basic premise of the game. So these are wild cards, and they contribute to increasing the multiplier of the damage. The multiplier of the damage increases as you play lower end cards, and then the next level up on the mana reduction. So this is the mana, and this is how much mana the card requires to be played, right? So if I play this, it will add 1 mana. As you can see now, this one is glowing orange, and it doubles the effect. So we're gonna play that guy, and this is a crawler card, and when you play him, you have 10 times you can play him, right? Until you can get him again, you can play him again. So with this guy, every time you play a wild card, you gain 5% revival. And if you look up here on the top right, I have 1 revival so far because of my power-ups, and then I have 20% that I need to complete. I'm 20% on my way to 100% to get another one. So now if I play these wild cards, I'm going to get 5% of revival. The problem is these are destroyable cards, and you don't want to play destroyable cards unless you need to keep the combo going. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end my turn. I'm going to let these guys attack me, and on the top here you can see they're going to do 6 damage this round, and then they can do 30 shield to protect themselves for damage. Now here's the thing I don't like about this game, is that it doesn't actually show you who has the shield and how much shield they have left. It just kind of is. And then there's always going to be 5 enemies on the screen, and up to 5 enemies on the front row. So this guy's on the back row, as you can see he's a little smaller, and these guys are on the front row, and I'm assuming they each do a little bit of damage, not 2 damage each, because that doesn't quite add up, but maybe one of them is the one that does the armor or whatever. So you have a few options of negating damage. As you can see, it'll kind of show you how much damage is going to do to them. Now this one is a knockback, which means it has a chance to knock them on the back row, and if they're in the back row and not on the front row, they're not going to attack you. There's other ways that you can do do that. So we're gonna go that in a second. So we're gonna do that. And looks like nobody got knocked back because they're still going to be on that, which is unfortunate. And then maybe this one's going to kill somebody. It's not going to kill anybody, so it's going to do more damage. This is another crawler. It's going to add 30 XP. And then when you hover over, you gain 1 XP growth every time you play a gold card. We don't want to play this gold card either because it's destroyable. Even though it is really helpful and increases your HP, it's needed to upgrade the whip. So we're going to play that. The nice thing about that is that it targets the attackers first, and they're kind of laying into us right now. Here's another crawler here. You don't want to play this crawler yet. What you want to do is play the magic wand, and then you have the option of doing either the crawler or the King Bible. The King Bible, as you can see, is going to kill everybody, and we kind of want to play the crawler instead because it's going to add the amount, but the battle is pretty much over, so we don't really care about that. Now, King Bible has the knockback feature also, and then the Onion has the disarm feature, which is really nice. This is really OP as well, so we're going to play that. We're going to kill them. I have the overkill enabled. I should have played this once to increase the amount, but I didn't. That's okay. We're going to get a lot of gold out of this run. I'm gonna rotate here. There's destructible, and we're gonna go into the next battle. So that is essentially how you should be playing this. You want to go in incremental order for the cards that you're playing, because if you just play the most powerful, the most mana consuming card, it's not going to do much damage. So right now I want to avoid using this, even though it's going to increase my XP growth by 1% and give me another 15%. It is destructible and it is needed for upgrading, right? If you use it, you're done. You have to pick it up again. So I kind of want to play the wild card, get some revival. Here we go. We got a King Bible, and then we have the wheel. I can't play this unfortunately because I'm out of mana, but we're gonna get the garlic. The garlic is here, and we can play the garlic, a little bit more overkill, a little bit more gold, and we're gonna end the turn, and we're gonna continue. Every time I win, I get some health. It's part of a relic that I've unlocked, which is really good. So this is how I want to play this one. Again, we're not going to play this because it is destructible. We're going to just do that, and then we're going to let this thing do its magic. And the more amount you have, the crazier that weapon gets. It gets pretty crazy. Let's see here. I kind of want to play the purse. I want to do the garlic, and then I want to do this to get it over with, and then I'm going to do that so we can get a little bit of overkill and get some more gold, which is really nice. And we're gonna proceed here. Get that one. It's a wild card. You want to beat as many enemies as you can before you get to the boss. So this guy got disarmed by playing the garlic, and then let's see if we're gonna get any knockbacks. So we did get a knockback, and then we got a kill, which is really nice. That means we're gonna get to be damaged on this round. So for this one, see the amount is already doing its thing here. I'm gonna get the whip so I can upgrade it with the heart, and then I do want to get another attract. No, I'm gonna do that one. We're gonna end the turn. Oh, we're already gonna send my boss fight here. That's interesting. You could give me that, and then give me that, and then give me that, and then give me that. I'm out of mana, and he's not gonna do shit because he is disarmed. So we're gonna end this turn. So the way the boss fights work like that is, this is how every time you make a move, whether or not it's playing a card, drawing, just ending the turn or whatever, it'll open up one of the eyes, and then eventually when it gets to the final eye, you want to make sure that it's still your turn and they are disabled or disarmed or knocked back or frozen, because that's the only way to avoid them doing damage. If they are frozen, for example, or disarmed, and they're on the final eye and you're ending a turn, when it completes, they will damage you. They will refresh their turn, so it's their debuff is going to go away. So we're going to do that, and then we cannot do that unfortunately, so we're just going to play that and just let it do its thing, and it's automatically going to end the turn. So as you can see, it's on 4 damage, which is not a big deal. And now I have 2 chances to disarm this boss. I have the disarm, it worked, which is nice, and then the knockback, just do some damage, And then we can end the turn because they are disarmed and we are fine. They're not going to do any damage to us. Going to add 1 mana, and then that's going to make the draw card double. None of this work helps us at all, so we're just going to do that. And I'm not really worried about this boss making a move right now because they're just going to give me a pick a card, so I'm not at all concerned about it. So I'm going to do that. And unfortunately, it's not going to disarm him, so we're going to end the turn. This just changes the mana cost, so none of this works for me. I'm just going to end the turn, and then I'm going to wait. Okay, this is what I'm waiting for. So we're going to go here. The disarm did not work, unfortunately, but I'm hoping this will at least kill him. Nope, he still... Oh, even though it killed him after it made the move to damage me, so it is what it is. I'm going to get a duplicator. I'm going to add that, but it doesn't matter because it's one of the temporary... If it's yellow, it's a temporary boost. These are the permanent boosts right here. Let's evolve a weapon, shall we? I'm going to evolve this because I don't want to keep seeing this on my draw, and every time I critical hit, it just heals 2 anyway, so that's pretty good. Gonna pick that up, and we're just gonna keep going here. Let's see, this is again, it's a wild card, it's a destroyable card, we're not gonna use it. I'm gonna use that, disarm whoever I can, and I'm gonna end my turn. I'm still good on health, so I'm not gonna worry about them doing much to me. So, just 7 damage, I can handle that. Let's add some XP, let's see if I can disarm anybody. Okay, I disarmed a few people, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna draw a card, and then I'm gonna kill and knock back at the same time. Fuck him. I'm gonna get the cross. The cross is pretty good. There we go. Just give me some of that sweet, sweet gold. And the crawlers are here. Until they're fully used, you're not gonna see them again in your pool. You have to utilize their use before you can see them again. So you are incentivized to use wild cards even though they're destructible, so you can see this guy again, because every time you see him, it's 20% towards the revival, right? And then it's also 5% towards revival when you've used them. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Let's see, knockback and disarm did not do much. Took a little bit of damage, and we're gonna start from 0, 1. And then I do want this one so that it can, it shows you that it will kill them, but then also disarm them or knock them back. The way I'm going to show you how you know an enemy's going to die from an attack here. So when you hover over, the damage numbers are yellow. If they're going to die, they're going to be red. So let's cue this. See how 161 in the middle is red? That means the enemy's going to die. And we want to do that so we can heal, and then we're going to use the cross to kill most of the enemies, and then just 1 damage. I have the armor here, I'm not going to worry about it. And you're not going to have the armor and then the heart generation when you first start the game. These are just relics that I've unlocked. These are upgrades, I'm sorry, the upgrades that you buy. One of the upgrades was... you get 3 armor per battle in the beginning of your turn, and then every time you end a turn, you heal a certain amount of HP. So what do we got here? Let's do that. Disarm, and then the cross. That didn't do shit. 14 damage is a lot of damage, so let's lock in here for a second. Let's draw some more cards. Get that healing going, and then we're gonna do that, and we're gonna end the turn. Okay, 15 damage, ramping up. Let's attack the attackers first. I like this one because it gives you a heart that you can use to heal. Let's do some knockback damage and get these guys out, and then get some more of that, and then gonna end the turn. And we're gonna keep going to the chest here. This is a tarot card chest. Activate crawler trigger abilities for free at the start of each turn. That is actually pretty OP. When a crawler leaves, put them at the top of your deck, and then double healing. I'm going to do that one, because I like that one. Let's get that going. Now, I'm ready for the boss fight here, but as you can see here, there is some food that I can pick up and fully heal myself up before the boss fight. Well, not fully, I guess. Let's see, we got 0, 1. I'm I do want to do that so I can get some hearts, hopefully. Heal with that. And I didn't kill anybody. That's unfortunate. I need to start picking up some armor. I just realized I don't have any fucking armor. And let's just use that wild card, because why not? Just kill the attackers here, and then we're gonna move on. Let's start with this guy. Let's disarm. Let's do this, because even though it says it's only gonna kill 1 or 2, it's actually gonna fuck everybody up, which is insane. So we're gonna do that, because every time you pick up a card, it's free. We're not worried about not having enough mana to use it. Let's, okay, let's do that one, and then do that one, and then play the wild card so I can draw 3 cards, and then I can do that. That's a lot of damage. And now I don't have anything else. I really need to start picking up some armor, because I'm getting annihilated up in here. Oh, I did not mean to play that. Fuck. Okay, well. It's whatever. It's all good. Gonna start with disarm. Disarm not do anything. Let's do the knockback. Knockback didn't do anything either. Let's do another knockback. That didn't do anything either. Well, it's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to figure this out here. Let's start with the -1. Okay, that disarmed him, which is really good. Now you do kind of... I don't have enough cards to keep this going, unfortunately, so... actually, I forgot that it doesn't matter. Anyway, they stay disarmed, so okay. Didn't do anything. Alright, what do we got here? I'm gonna do the King Bible. Didn't do it. I'm gonna do the axe. Okay, overkill. That's good. Oh, armor. Finally, some armor. There we go. Give me that extra gold. I like that. I'm 40 HP, which is not ideal, but let's see. Summons a mine card, growth. Which one do we want? Let's increase the growth stat. Okay. Get some more XP, some more levels going. After this, I will have definitely unlocked the little heart to evolve the onion. And I'm gonna do one more of these. Let's get some armor going, some of that, and then some of that, so we can heal. Get some of that, and then some of that. I'm really hoping that one of these times the flowers will kill somebody, and then they will give me some hearts to heal with. Okay, they got disarmed, which is nice, and we're gonna go here. Let's do the cross to kill them off, and then, okay, we're good. We are good. Let's do that. So you kind of get the idea of how everything is played. I've mentioned the tarot cards. Those are unlocked at some point. I have my favorite one here, which is increased mana every 100 cards played. This is a crazy one, because lack of mana is what's going to hold you back the most in this game. And then, you know, getting to the 5th level of the 5th stage of a level, and then having 12 mana because you just keep playing and playing and playing over and over again. It's going to be a game changer. You'll see. Add 3. Sure, do that, and then do that just to end these guys. This should eradicate them. Okay, give me some mana, disarm, and then heal. Bam. Then overkill, and then we are good. 200 more gold, that's not bad. And that's... let's get that. And I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer, but you've essentially gotten the idea of what the game is all about. So this is fun. It's $10. It's not an outrageous amount of money. Tiramisu. I kind of want to get this, but I forgot what it evolves for some reason. Oh, it evolves the two guns. I'm gonna get it. Fuck it. I'm gonna get it. Hopefully I'm not gonna use it by accident. That is overkill. I'm gonna end the turn. So of course you got the Grimoire, the Grim Grimoire when you pause the game. you can go here and see, okay, see, I'm missing the onion thing. I can't remember what this needs to evolve either. It's been so much time since I've played Vampire Survivors. This one is an interesting one because the pentagram is going to erase like hella rows, and then when you evolve it, it erases amount of enemies instead of rows. But the more you use it in a battle, the more enemies it removes, and it gets to the point where it can just delete every single enemy in that encounter. So that can be pretty overpowered as well. So weapons work a little bit differently. Weapons are kind of useless in Vampire Survivors, are actually really fucking good in this game. So it's nice. It's really nice. I think the skates, this one needs the ice skates, right? They evolve, I'm not sure. But for example, like the skull here, it's kind of useless in Vampire Survivors, but it does a lot of damage on this one. And it's same with this one. It wasn't my favorite one to use in Vampire Survivors. This one still sucks. The electricity ring still sucks. Don't even bother with that one. It just does a little bit of damage, and that's about it. This one is really good. I mean, they're all pretty good. Now, one thing I'm curious is, could they really not fit these guys, just 2 more in here? Did they really need the second page? It's a little questionable. But that's the game. It's a deck building dungeon crawler, and it's really fun. It's $10. You know, if you want to wait for a sale for it, wait for a sale for it. But it's really nice. It was addictive. I actually finished it at work, and I don't regret spending the $10 on it. It's not as cheap as Vampire Survivors, but I guess inflation is hitting console as well. So there you have it. This was Vampire Survivors. It's really interesting. I like it. The graphics are the graphics. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything else from the graphics, to be honest with you, but I'm not dissatisfied with it or anything. It is what it is. You know, could be a little bit fancier. You have these question marks that you can explore for yourself. I don't wanna ruin everything for you. I want you to experience the game the way you wish. So there you have it. I hope you found this useful, and I do hope to see you on the next one. Peace.